Hi, Alicia.
Hi, Kat.
Okay, so go ahead and tell a little bit, say who you are, your Instagram name,
Okay.
and where you're from.
Okay. I am kype.al on Instagram. My first name is Alicia. I am in Arcadia, California, so LA area.
Okay. What do you ride?
Currently, right now, I have my old 2014 Sportster. It was the lowrider that got totaled in the accident. So it was a 2020 FXLRS.
That's what you were.
That was my baby. I built that thing from the ground up. That was my baby.
Are you getting another one, or what are your plans?
I will.
Yeah, I know you're just starting to get back on.
So the Sporty is great. I have so much love for him. That bike will never go away. But it's like that very first bike that everyone has, where like the old Vance and Hines, the Fuel Pack 3, and like you think you're so badass, you know, with all of this, and now like HPI and all of these things. But he's great for getting around now, and hopefully can get some strength back and then hop back and get a bigger bike.
Okay, and for some of them, the people who don't know, tell us a little bit about your accident, because you were in a bad accident, so a lot of the girls have even talked about your story, so now we get to hear it from you.
So it was February 6th, the day before my birthday. It was my birthday ride. Originally, there were 10 of us who went and rode to Cold Spring Tavern. We ate really good sandwiches, and then we stopped at the light, and nobody knew exactly where Mavericks was. So, you know, I was first on the phone because I'm the chick, level-headed, pulled it up, and so I was in first position. And we took off. There was a roundabout. Tesla made an illegal left-hand turn in front of us. It wasn't like a slow, like something that a girl could weave or bob, but just took me out. I flew 25, 30 feet in the air. Pelvis was shattered, clavicle, my arm, 2 broken ribs, and a pneumothorax. So needless to say, I was in the hospital for a really long time. There's no reason that I should be here today, like earthly reason. Just trying to figure out right now, like my purpose. Why am I still here? Why am I one of the lucky riders who made it out of this?
For sure. No, well, I mean, glad you're still here.
Thanks.
And I'm sure you have a lot of things that you're going to be wanting to do because you are here, right?
Yep.
So that's amazing. And for any girl, because I've been in my own accident, how do you tell other women, because I know you're getting back on your bike, right? So what is getting you back on your bike? Like, what is your reason for that?
I'm a biker to my core. Like it runs in my blood. It's in my soul. I'm an ICU-RN. I work at City of Hope, so I'm an oncology nurse. I see the worst of the worst. When they're in the ICU, they're on their way out. It's hard. And so the way that I've dealt with my pain or that stress after losing people is by hopping on that bike and living. Because as a motorcycle rider, we all have that want and need of that adrenaline and just that freedom, but it's living in color. It's tasting the wind. It's just being on that road, and that emotional connection for me, it's something almost spiritual. For girls who have gone down before, like it takes a lot of, you know, strength to be able to get back on, and it's super scary. I've only been on the bike since that one time, and trust me, it was not easy, but finally went over the bridge, and it was just like a grin from ear to ear, and it felt right, you know?
Yeah.
So
I know family and friends sometimes are like, okay, you're done now, right? No more bike, right? And you're like, I know, no, yeah, I'm getting a bigger bike, you know, because it's not only just a hobby for a lot of us, right?
No.
It's more than that, right? And I think that's so important. So a lot of people don't understand that, but I think us as bikers,
in general, For a lot of us.
For a lot of us, yeah. Some won't, you know, but more.
My parents, you know, it's one of those things that I think the hardest thing for me getting back on the bike too was when my dad was at my bedside and literally saying we didn't think we would see you alive. Like, and that's hard on me because I have the ultimate respect for my parents and love for them, right? And hearing that was just tears you up inside. But I think and feel they love me enough that they know she's a biker, she's hardcore on this, and want me to enjoy my life and do what I do. So yeah.
There you go. You're like, still, that's great that you still have that support system though, because that's amazing.
Yep.
So when you did have breaks and everything that has happened to you, what was like, how long were you in the hospital? How long were you in physical therapy? Because I see you're still limping, so you're still recovering, obviously. How long did they say something wasn't going to work? I know they said my arm wasn't going to work and it's perfectly fine. Like, is there certain things that like you were?
Sure. So it will be 8 months this coming month, on the 6th. And I got cleared to return to work, light duty or whatnot, but like my leg, like you said, I have drop foot now, so I can't lift up my foot. My big toe won't pull everything up, which is super obnoxious. Being in heels, I can't do it. I don't have that stability. My strength is gone.
Is there going to be like another surgery for that?
My hip, I still will require a second hip surgery at some point.
Okay.
I did not need the other surgery on my rotator cuff, so I'm lucky on that.
Yes.
But I'm having trouble right now with my clavicle and wondering if the hardware needs to come out. So it's an ongoing thing, but
and 8 months,
we're here.
Yeah. So you look good for 8 months of being in the accident.
Thanks.
That's crazy. But I'm very glad you're here. As far as the calendar, what could you tell other, anybody, women or men, what have you gained in this experience for yourself or learn, or if any?
I think I've learned a lot. Well, I first did it, I mean, I've always had respect for you as a woman rider, and then also, you know, you handle your stuff, you have your business, all of this. So I was super excited when learning about all of the baddies coming out of the Southern California world or around us. And I've never had like strong relationships with other females. That's something I've wanted. Like the guys I ride with, they're my crew, they're my boys, but they're my boys. Like they don't understand some of the things that we face in riding. Like it was World War I when the two Augustus sisters rode from New York to Los Angeles to literally prove to the military that they could be motorcycle riders and be part of the military. And when they came back from that trip, the only things that were being said was like, oh, the bikes are really good, you know, it was a nice vacation for them versus what they did. And I think as female riders, like we always have to kind of face that almost being like an underdog thing, right? So the calendar was a chance for me to reach out to Wrenching Biker Babe and freaking Cece and see you in person and Vanessa and Shay Bombshell and all of these girls and just be surrounded by like we have such a link in riding, and then to be around that was like one of the best things. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart for that.
Yeah, that's one of the things I see with all you girls. Like you guys, all the girls have been having a good vibe.
Yeah.
And a very good energy with each other. And that was
not
such
catty.
No competition.
Nope.
It doesn't feel competitive. And
love.
I personally love that out of this whole experience myself.
Yep.
But I love the fact that you girls are just so supportive of each other. That's been amazing.
Yeah. So it's been a blessing. It's very cool to be down there and just see everybody and be able to have the conversation face to face versus IG like DMs. Like you don't get that feeling of like seeing somebody.
And how did you feel about the lingerie thing? Because I know everybody has been like, oh my god, lingerie.
So I have new scars. I haven't felt sexy, hot, however you want to put that. Like it's taken a toll on me, you know?
Yes.
I can't go dancing, I can't wear my heels, I can't do some of the girly things that I want to do,
yeah.
right? And just like having a scar on your butt and like who's gonna think this is cute or whatever, you know, you think
Yeah.
about this.
Yeah.
So this did push me in a place that I wasn't comfortable in or confident in, and I was terrified. But I hope in 40 years or whatever, I could look back at these pictures and be like, I did this. Hell yeah. I was hot. I had all of these girls. They're my friends. Like, and I'm Miss February now. So like, I take some pride in that, definitely.
For sure. Well, I seen you in your laundry. You look amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing. I can't wait till the calendar comes out and get to really see you.
Thank you.
But I thank you and I appreciate you for everything.
I appreciate you.
I know even limping around, you're like, I'm here, Kat, I'm here. And I'm like, okay, great. So I deeply grateful to you.
Thank you for doing that.
I do have one more question, which is obviously we're giving away the $1,000, and besides everything you have already said that you'd be amazing to be a winner. What do you feel that you would want to win the money for?
First, let me just say all the girls are absolutely amazing, and that's hard because honestly, all of us just deserve something, and I've had a really rough year. Financially, I've been off of work for the 8 months or whatever, but I'm not even really concerned with me on that. The City of Hope ride that we do, or the Ride for Hope 3.
Yeah, talk about the ride for a bit.
Yeah, I would love to donate some of the money to that and have a really good event this year. We're still trying to get pipes and things for people to donate to the ride.
But it's going for City of Hope.
So this is our 3rd year in doing it. It goes to cancer research and to City of Hope because I'm an ICURN there. And all proceeds go to that. So the way that we get our money is by donations and by people partaking in getting the tickets or whatever, and then for one of the prizes. Yes. So we have like over 20 vendors this year. We've got Roy with his taco truck. Kat will be there, so you better be there. Yes, we're Kat's flannels. You want them? So it's a good time. We celebrate the ones that we've lost. We celebrate the ones that are still fighting, and the ones that have won. And it's really moving. The motorcycle community, as you know, is so ridiculously supportive. I saw the video when you shaved your head for Kat or for Cherry, and it was one of these moments. I wish I would have the balls literally to be able to do that, because that's been, my whole family has, I'm adopted, so my family has struggled with cancer hitting really hard. So this ride has been dedicated to my grandmothers, which both had cancer, and my grandfather, my aunt, and my uncle who's still fighting. So it's a good cause, and come out and party. We've got music, we've got games. It'll just be a good time.
Yeah, I'll be for sure there. I mean, I did for Cherry, but I also did it for my mom. My mom died when I was 20. So we watched her pretty much deteriorate.
Yep.
And it's really hard. It's not
for the faint of heart.
No. Yeah, and till this day I'm going to be 40, and it still hits you no matter what. It's always going to hit you. So I think that's a beautiful thing you're doing, and I admire you for that. And you're an inspiration to a lot of the girls here and into myself. So I love you, and thank you for being a part of this.
I appreciate you.